Next, guys.
And next,
we have another game coming up. We have another
this
best
is a
of
crazy
three.
game. This is like a
rematch.
familiar rematch, okay? Between EVOS versus Geek Fair!
Man, this is a rematch from MPL NYSG. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
All right, so what's on? So stay tuned. Pwede kayo kumain, umihi, okay lang. Bumalik kayo. Panoorin natin to. Good luck. Thank you. Congrats ulit, ha.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I am the power of light incarnate.
Shut down! Mega kill! Killing spree! Ally has been... You have slain an enemy! Shut down!
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
For 10 years, the rage in my heart has never gone out. I will never forget the hatred of the Smith.
release the depression.
Oh, revenge! The Imperial Knights will be destroyed by my hammer!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
And I'm Odia Bambi, and we are EVOS SG. Alright, so when it comes to season 3, I think the team did pretty well. I mean, in the regular season, I don't know what happened, but we had a 5-lose streak, and we came back from that, and we actually managed to go from lower brackets all the way to the grand finals. Sadly we lost, but I think despite the loss, we did pretty well, and I'm very happy on the team. Right before MSC, I guess what we did was we actually had a boot camp, and during boot camp we focused more on training on individual mechanics, and of course we do study other teams, like we watch their gameplay and we look at what they'll pick the most. I feel the strongest country right now will be Indonesia, definitely, because I mean, just by playing ranked games itself, I feel that the meta has moved towards Indonesia meta rather than Philippines, which was what happened in the previous MSC. So yeah, I'm thinking Indonesia will be pretty strong right now.
Amongst the MSC qualifier teams, except for Thailand, we have Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. So I don't think they can keep up with the meta from Indonesia, Philippines, and ourselves, Singapore and Malaysia. So I don't think they are much of a threat.
We will do our best, and we hope you guys will always support us. EVOS Raw!
Hi, I'm Dominus.
Hi, I am Tu Izibojab.
Hi, I'm Art.
Hi, I'm Don.
Hi, I'm Fix.
Hi, I'm Riku.
We are
Gifam.
Okay, setakat ni Gifam training tak berapa lama sangat. Tapi walaupun kita training dalam masa 2 minggu, kami sudah buat sampai baiklah dengan meta-meta kami. Kami telah untuk macam kita punya kelemahan kita tampakkan balik dengan kekuatan kita. Kat situ kita akan buatlah gameplay yang terbaik untuk MSC. Okey, bagi kami negara yang kuat untuk MSC kali ni adalah Filipin, sebab crowd dia memang dekat kat sini. Lagi satu, dia punya gameplay, senang cerita, semua player dia semua talented dan boleh main lah. Jadi kita akan memandang serius lah bila berhadapan dengan negara Filipin.
I think the weakest team would be us because we have too many metas and we don't know which one to pick.
Okey, untuk sahabat-sahabat di luar sana yang sentiasa menyokong Gifam, kami beranggapan untuk korang adalah, kami anggap korang bukan adalah fan kami, tapi kami anggap korang adalah sahabat-sahabat kami. Okey, kat sini kita orang minta doa daripada korang semua, doa daripada satu Malaysia untuk mendoakan tim Gifam semoga kekal konsisten dengan gameplay kita orang. InsyaAllah kita orang akan buat yang terbaik untuk nama Malaysia. Malaysia boleh. Once a gig,
always a fan.
EVOS Esports SG!
No, I say. The champion of MPL MYSG Season 3, Let's give it up to Geek Fam! And we are gonna start now. Okay, Caster, take it away.
In Rockhard, I want to ask you a question right off the bat. What is a fun fact coming into this match?
This Evo's Esports SG.
And also right off the bat, I want to ask you right away, who's your prediction? What's your prediction in this match?
Plus, the fact that they were still able to climb back
to the
from
grand finals.
Such a bad 5-match lose streak.
Yes.
Remember from here, what they would say weakness.
Yeah.
With too many metas.
Too many metas.
I feel like
I don't consider that
that's
as
not
a weakness. That's
right?
not a weakness. In fact, it's a strength. Having a lot to mention, and I must say they have a lot of guts to say that.
Yeah, I feel like this time around, I feel like you have no. Geek Fam can win it 2-1. If this is not 2-0, this is 2-1 for Geek Fam. Although I know Evos, this is a different Evos from what we've seen before, right?
This match, they will have to face one of the hometown heroes.
I mean, despite a very strong performance by Arcane team, so high respect from those guys from the upper brackets. For the meantime, though, lower bracket, I guess say it seems like hell. It feels like hell, because right now, after winning fighting against a very strong competitor with Geek Fam and Evo's Esports, they're gonna have to fight off against Archangel. So whoever wins here is gonna have a hard time anyway. But let's show them teams. Of course, these are Evo's Esports SG with Ace on the tank, JPL multi-role, Odir Bambi on the mage, Kid on the multi-role, Potato on fighter assassin, and Soul on the fighter marksman.
All right, that is the Singaporean representative, and I must say, there's far too many kids in this game. I have way too many the same names here. But of course, mentioning Geek Fam, this is Arts on the marksman, Dominus on the multi-role, Too Easy for Jeps, Tank on support, Sorn on the multi-role, Beaks on the assassin/marksman, and Repo on the mage/assassin.
Yeah, that's of course Malaysia representative Geek Fam. So you know what I've noticed, man? Malaysia representative versus SG representative.
SG,
they're they have a lot of multi-role facets. That goes to show. That shows them how strong the Malaysia-Singapore meta is right now, and that's why they have a lot. That's why they have a lot of combos, have a lot of strategies. Featured player, by the way, gonna be Zorn, Cho, and Odir Bambi's mage, which is a big problem. Because, of course, Evos, they also like to pick that Cho so much. It gets banned out from them so many times.
I've never actually seen a Geek Fam game with Cho in it. And it's always Sorn does not have a good time whenever he's using another character, even though they win. He just wants that Cho. And of course, for Odir Bambi's Lunux, we've seen how much damage you can deal. Even if you try to shut down the Lunux, when it reaches the mid to the late game, it's a force to be reckoned with. And Odir Bambi is someone you should not underestimate.
Yeah, and not just these heroes, not just these two picks. Obviously, these will be highly prioritized, not just for one team, but for both teams. Lunox is also super strong when Geek Fam picks it up. Cho is super strong when Evos picks it up. I want to see some really cool stuff going on here. I want to see some very good, weird picks, some off-meta picks, because I feel like they should need something new.
Yeah.
If ever Evos wants to take this away from Geek Fam.
I also want to talk about the run back. Okay, this is a rematch. I've mentioned that before. This is a rematch. Oh, no, rather, you mentioned this before.
Yeah, it is.
This is a rematch from the past MPL that they had. And Geek Fam took it 3-1 against Evo's Esports. And I predicted, I just had a gut feeling that Evo's might actually take this one.
And there's a good feeling, of course, because again, this is a big difference from a team that barely practiced, that barely had time to prepare. They said that they only had 1 day to prepare for the whole MPL itself. And despite that, ending up in second place and not making it easy for Geek Fam,
it still says a lot.
Very impressive. It's very impressive. So I really want to see what these guys have to offer. Now that they have like 3 weeks, 1 month, 1 whole month to prepare.
1 whole month to prepare.
Right? Such a big difference that 1 month can make to a team. And again, so many scrims that you can make. scrim against many international teams. I know they scrim with a lot of teams from the Philippines as well. So let's see if we can utilize that, and let's see if that will affect this coming matchup.
Although Evo's Esports didn't do too well at the group stages, I mean, they went 0-2, but they still made it hard for the other teams to beat them. And if that's not impressive enough, they had enough of time to practice. So I'm very excited how much improvement Evo's Esports have shown.
Exactly. I think the thing that we have to talk about here is the percentages on which these picks are going to be taken, because these two teams, because they are from the same region, they kind of share a lot of the same heroes.
They know each other so well.
Yeah,
they know each other so well.
They play with each other. They fought for Malaysia, fought for Singapore so many times already by now. I cannot even imagine. So I want to see what kind of weirder picks they can pick up, something new, strategies they can employ, because if you employ the old ones, there's a good chance that you can just return to the old results.
And this is where familiarity comes to play. I mean, even though you have the same types of picks and bans, the same meta that you use, the familiarity comes to play here, because, oh, this guy's going to go to bot lane because I know him that well. Oh, they're going to go rotate this way because I know they strategize this way. This is where that's one of the biggest factors coming into this game. And this is a best of 3, so they still have a lot to adjust for, which means adaptability will also be a giant factor here.
Come on, adaptability, hopefully that's going to be the case. For the meantime, though, let's get into game 1. Evo's Esports SG versus Geek Fam Draft.
And right off the bat, Grok is going to be banned. They don't want that threat of a Grok to just put down that wall and charge in, of course, especially when they're up against the Geek Fam. And
Geek Fam feels like we're going to see a lot of Lunox picks today, obviously. But I feel like that's when Dominus picks it up, it's just so scary. Yeah. But the Selena. Dominus and Selena also pretty similar to what we saw earlier with Udel. Man, it's so scary to look at. It's like everything. They turn around picks, they dive under tower. Udel, he dives in between the first and second tower so many times in the previous match. It's the same style that Dominus does. Very aggressive, very on your face. And that's something that we have to be afraid of.
I also want to talk about the earlier games that we've seen. It was Onyx versus... who's the other team? I forgot. It was...
Yeah, that was IDNS.
IDNS,
yes.
Okay. It was Onyx versus IDNS. And of course, Onyx chose for the Diggy and Selena. And Selena's Abyssal Arrows kept connecting and connecting. And it just stockpiled from there. And so, of course... Evo's banned out the Linux.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with that.
Evo's is going to be able to pick up a Cho.
They will be,
man.
Unless
are they going to do
go
it?
For something else, though. I mean, the Kaja is still open.
It really is. Oh my God, you're going to have to make a choice here. Kaja or Cho. Because you can't be able to pick up one. And if you make a choice here, it is going to impact the Cho. Going to be picked up Zorn. Going to be very, very happy, of course, to see that on the stage. For the meantime, I feel like they will have an availability of a Kaja. That's why they don't care about the Cho right now. As long as they can get Kaja and the highly contested Hayabusa.
And also, mind you, Selena is still open. So they might actually potentially go for the Hayabusa-Selena combo. But since Cho was taken away, Kaja and the Hayabusa, one of the most powerful picks in this tournament, are picked by Geek Fam.
Yeah, instant kills for the Kaja for sure with the Divine Judgment, especially if you add on like a strong damage output hero like Granger. Since Claude is not going to be available, expect the Granger pick. Are we going to see a Terizla here for Evos? That is usually what comes up in the second rotation, and that's something I'm very excited about.
All right, Terizla. I've seen a Terizla being rushed into be...
There you go.
And there we have it. We already mentioned it. The Terizla, since yesterday, has been picked so frequently